Yes, sir. Look, growing up, I played sports. I played video games. I'm about as competitive as the next man. Check this shit out, though. I would never use anything that would give me a huge advantage over my competitors. I'm competitive, meaning I will use what's God given and what I have to my natural advantage, which is I could pick out a weakness in my, you know what I'm saying? I played football, I played basketball. So I would pick out a weakness in my opponent. I can't have a major advantage. That's like us playing Madden. I'm giving you the controller. I know the triangle button doesn't work. You know what I'm saying? So you can't get interceptions. And not only on defense, I'm not gonna D triangle ever. So you can't even throw it to triangle, especially when you throw it down the field. Now that's a major disadvantage. When it comes to all this nonsense with choosing their gender, all those pronouns, she, him, them, they, all that nonsense, what we got to understand is that's a disorder. You need to get checked out. You can't wake up, say that you want to be a lion because everybody wants to look at you and they're going to tell you you can't be a lion. It's not Halloween. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to someone that wants to transition from a man to a woman to a man, and then they're trying to jump into sports, something's not right. Just imagine this shit, fellas. Imagine that you as a dude, you come in third place in your sport, you come in third place in your sport, specifically track. Now you want to just say you're a woman. Now you cross over to compete with young girls, and now you're whooping their ass. Do you think that's fair? Because the lunatics that was pushing that nonsense talking about equality, they don't see anything wrong with that. But trust and believe, if anybody is going to make the Richter scale move when something needs to shake, it's going to be the Caucasian woman. Yo, that's why, the pro blacks, man, y'all got to watch that the liberal black woman is always following behind the Caucasian liberal. Always. So let's check this shit out because it's happening in Connecticut for all those that's in the tri-state area. That's crazy that I haven't even been aware of this story. Let's check it out.
The families of three female athletes are stepping up their fight for a level playing field. They filed a federal lawsuit challenging the policy that allows anyone who identifies as a female to compete in girls' sports.
Controversial topic, NBC.
I'm not even gonna lie. Even last year, man, that was my last time eating out in New York. They have same gender bathrooms, dude. This dude walking this girl to the bathroom in New York. I was on Dykeman. I was like, yo, man, this is pretty much gonna be my last time coming out here. There's too much weird shit going on in New York, and then that shit's gonna trickle down to CT. I can imagine what it's like in Jersey, but it's like with all this transition and shit, I'm seeing dudes wearing tutus and all that nonsense. Yeah, I'm good on New York. Trust me.
Because Caitlin Birchall is live in Hartford with what people are saying on both sides of the issue. Caitlin.
Yeah, good evening, Mike and Keisha. Now, the track runners, you might remember, filed a Title IX complaint in June, but they hope this lawsuit that they filed today will make a change quicker as they see their high school sporting careers winding down. Now, the ACLU speaking out today, they're representing the interest of transgender athletes. They say high school sports should be about inclusion.
4 times I've run races fast enough to take home a state championship. Twice I finished well enough to win an All-New England award. And yet, each of those times, I've been displaced by a biological male.
Just imagine that, yo. Imagine, just check this shit out. I can't imagine if I'm a female and I've been running fast enough for my whole 4 years. Fast enough to win the state, fast enough to win the region. And then I get beat out by 2 nigga bitches. Imagine that. Competing hard for your entire career, only to see all this liberal lunatic nonsense that basically incorporated these dudes that want to be girls. Now they just took your championships. Yo, yo, you can't make this shit up.
first time, Chelsea Mitchell of Canton High School is speaking out. She and Glastonbury High School senior Selena Soul and Alana Smith of Danbury say competing against transgender athletes is robbing them of a fair playing field. And that's why they're filing suit against the Connecticut Interscholastic Athletic Conference and a handful of boards of education.
Good for them. Maybe this will trickle down across the nation. But definitely in Connecticut, in the land of the entitled Caucasian, this is not going down. It only took Becky a couple chances to lose before they recognized that this shit was nonsense. Yo.
These girls are losing irretrievable opportunities to medal, to win championships, and to experience the thrill of victory.
The CIAC says they've been committed to providing equal opportunities to all student athletes. And while they continue to look over the lawsuit, they believe their current policy is appropriate under state and federal law. They consulted the Office of Civil Rights and others when they created it. The ACLU released statements today from 2 Connecticut transgender athletes. Terry Miller says, quote, "The more we are told that we don't belong and should be ashamed of who we are, the fewer opportunities we have to participate in sports at all."
Well, then y'all need to have discussions about creating a transgender league, because the simple fact that your body is not able to help you participate in a league for females, your body is not constructed like a female. You are biologically born a male. You need to participate with males. And you need to participate in going to get therapy because you have a gender identity disorder. This is not normal. We're not going to treat this like this is some normal shit. Shout out to the women in CT that are a part of this lawsuit because I hope y'all win. This shit should have never happened in the first place.
And Andrea Yearwood said, quote, "It is so painful that people not only want to tear down my successes, but take down the laws and policies that protect people like me."
People like you mean strange people. And it's a sad case because both of these individuals used to be, or there still are, so-called young black men. So I'm going to bet that they did not have a strong black male in their life. For them to want to transition to be a woman, that doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to tell you, man, this is all product of being in a single mother household, yo. They perpetuate in the media and shit. They glorify single moms and all they want is fathers out the picture. Trust me, if a father was in the household, they wouldn't be transitioning. So-called black men, this is getting pushed in your households, in your so-called communities. All your sisters, all your brothers, they're getting told that it's all right if they want to transition to the other sex. That's why we're seeing all these studs and we're seeing all these sweet dudes nowadays, man. This shit ain't normal.
Our dream is not to come in second or third place, but to win fair and square. All we're asking for is a fair chance.
Now, we've reached out to the boards of education that were listed in this lawsuit for comment. We haven't heard back from them. In this suit, the runners are asking the federal court to stop this policy altogether while the lawsuit continues, of course.
Yeah, that's pretty much enough of that, man. I can't believe I never ran across this story, man. This is nuts. But, yo, just imagine that, man. I know I saw a little skit with South Park. You had a dude wrestling with girls, breaking arms, breaking legs and shit like that, man. We got to understand what makes sense is what's meant to be. Once you start trying to mingle the lines and start making gray areas when it's supposed to just be black or white, this way or that, then we're going to have problems. We're going to have confusion. And that's what all these individuals out here, they're all agents of chaos. They're all the people that's marching in these streets talking about black trans, lesbians, pansexuals, all that nonsense. It's a big mental asylum out here. And we got to get everybody sedated. We're going to have to hit the reset button on everybody. That's enough of that, man. I'm out.